The day before we flew to Saigon, we were at the Portuguese festival in Macau. We flew from Saigon directly to Hanoi, home of the Ho Chi Minh Museum and the Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum. We went to a handsome restaurant in a back alley of Hanoi, and we had a great alfresco dinner arranged by our tour guide. Then we stopped to hear a jazz band at the gracious Hotel Metropole, another reminder of Vietnam's French colonial past. Maurene made a friend at the hotel's outdoor bistro. We visited the thronging night market and took pictures. Here's Bob the next day at the Confucian Temple of Literature, founded in 1070 A.D. The pagoda at the heart of the temple is pictured on the Vietnam dong, local currency. Notice the denomination. It's worth about $6 Canadian. After watching the traditional Vietnam water puppets, we loaded up on supplies and took the night train, an experience best forgotten, to Sapa in the mountains northwest of Hanoi. We visited a school operated for one of the minority tribes in the area. The minority tribes are the only Vietnamese who get free schooling. Maurene made friends with several minority women. They live in primitive wooden structures with earthen floors, but they greeted us graciously. Sapa, which clings to the side of a mountain, has become a popular tourist destination in the last decade. Our hotel had a great view. We visited the market. Maurene, seated just left of center here, is starting to attract a crowd of merchants. The crowd grew and grew. She was the only customer in the square. Maurene and Tony spent an evening sharing a meal with a minority family in their home, along with the honeymoon couple from Normandy. The head of the household deep-fried spring rolls over an open fire. The meal was a feast at which our hostess insisted we consume much rice wine. We were invited to stay over, but politely declined. Here's Nancy checking out the various costumes worn by local ethnic minorities. She's showing off a purse that she bought in the style of one of the tribes. From here, we went back to Hanoi and drove 3 hours to Halong Bay, where we were to board our luxury junk boat. After being shown to our luxurious cabins, we went back on deck for drinks and dinner with our shipmates, couples from Australia and Belgium. For 2 days, we cruised through the miraculous rock formations of the 600 square kilometer bay, swimming, kayaking, or just watching the beautiful sceneries slip by. On the second day, the crew brought us ashore for a barbecue lunch in our own private cove. Back on board, it was great just to sip our drinks and look at the sunset. Our meals were gastronomic and visual delights. The chef carved something new for each course, including a model of the ship made from a watermelon. The next day, we were rowed to a water village, where we visited a floating schoolhouse. We left Halong Bay reluctantly and flew to Da Nang, the airport closest to our final destination, the beautiful waterside town of Hoi An, renowned for its wonderfully preserved 19th century market town. The town was undergoing repairs after a typhoon caused major flooding the month before. Hoi An is known for its artisans, like the silversmith. Relaxing poolside on our last night, we contemplated our rich experience in Vietnam.